Hi, my name is Sasha. Welcome to the Muthaship. Let's see what our messages are for today. The heart of the reading, you have the 10 of clubs and also the Queen of Diamonds. So for some of you, you may be feeling a lot of burdens right now. You may be also taking care of home and family. You could be a single parent as well, or just maybe running your own business and taking care of all the responsibilities. So this could be a time of also just feeling like there's an extra, I want to say, oppression or weight on your shoulders. So there may be a need to look at why you're feeling that you need to carry all this. And for some of you, you may benefit from the empath course I created. It's followed by keys to your energetic integrity. This really teaches you how to work with your energy field in especially keeping your energy free, and also how to just achieve all of your desires by setting your field. So you can find that in the description box, along with the links to my other two channels if you'd like to see more of the DMDF type readings. I post those there as well. So this is maybe just a place where you're coming full circle and you're ready to release and put down all these extra responsibilities and burdens and get more balanced and centered and focused on you and how you can create your wealth from the inside out. Divine Feminine, today you have the 8 of Spade, which is also the Justice card reversed. You have the 6 of Spade reversed, King of Hearts, and the Fool card. So this is a place where maybe you've already moved away from things that felt like they were unjust, that you weren't being treated fairly. So this is also about creating that deeper balance within yourself and your world. For some of you, this could be related also to the legal system. And whatever your circumstances, this is a time period that has been maybe very fluid and a little bit disorienting, but you're beginning to come out of that a little bit. For some of you, there's maybe the need to still look at what you need to move away from. But this in general is bringing you to a very balanced place where you're resetting things and you'll be opening up a brand new chapter here. So I'm hearing like putting things to rest. So you've kind of just put things to rest. I'm feeling more in the past and you're moving forward. This is a brand new opportunity as well. For some of you, this could be in love as well, like we have the King of Hearts here. So this could be you and your very generous, compassionate nature. There might be a need to look at how that played into the situation. But this could also be just starting a brand new relationship as well. So this brand new chapter that's opening up is really just putting you back at 0 point where you get to choose what your next adventure is. Divine Masculine, do remember you're both polarity, masculine and feminine. Both sides of the reading apply to you. Divine Masculine, you have the 7 of Diamonds, which is also the Star card. You have the 2 of Hearts, which is Temperance, 3 of Hearts, and Queen of Club. So you might be feeling very passionate here. You may also, again, be working with your creative energy, like as in starting a business. You may be very independent, focused on what makes you passionate and creative and inspired. This could also be an individual that you feel maybe very passionate for. And if this is a relationship, this is like a strong magnetic connection. And this is also a time for a celebration. So you may be visiting this person, or they may be visiting you. For some of you, there's maybe some delayed travel though, or something that is not coming together as planned exactly. But this is generally a very auspicious time for you. This is where you're working on your own healing. You're working on your own heaven and earth within yourself. So being very grounded, but also being very fluid and connecting to your own light within. For some of you, this is also working on your purpose and your soul's path. For many of you, this is your starseed awakening and what you bring to this world. But this is a celebration. This is also getting into that energy of living your life moment to moment through the heart space. So there might be some deep healing happening right now. This could also be a time period where you have to be patient and trust and have faith as you heal yourself. Let's get a few more cards out. I went and bought this deck for you today. So you have the Eight of Wands coming in, and you also have the Judgment card reversed. So a lot of major themes here. For some of you, you may have broken up with a person, but ultimately this is about self-forgiveness, forgiving those aspects of yourself and releasing them. And by aspects of yourself, this could be anything. This could be former ways of being, belief systems, things that led you into the types of relationships you've been in. But you do have communication happening. So these could be texts, all kinds of incoming messages, phone calls, emails. But this is also a place where that communication is happening very fast. Divine Feminine, you have the High Priestess and the Page of Swords. So you may be the one communicating. You may also be receiving clarity right now. For some of you, this is actually maybe just a small hello or like a small piece of clarity coming in. But this is asking you also, like, what do you want in this situation? Because you have the Fool here and the High Priestess. So this is you knowing what you want, even though if what you know is that you don't know what you know, you still know. So I'm not trying to be funny. That's just a type of riddle that comes along with your own inner knowing. It's understanding that when you know, and trusting your own intuition to be right. And as you follow this guidance of your own inner self, you are seeing clearly, you are hearing messages, you are understanding what's coming towards you. So for some of you, this could be even a new understanding of how to follow your intuition in this upcoming phase. But whatever this new phase is for you, it has a lot to do with trusting yourself and following your own path. So you have to have your intuition intact. Let's get a few guidance cards. Divine Masculine, you have the Fox. So this is especially your sexual healing and taking a look at all of that. For many of us, we live in a culture that has a lot of like sexual abuse, and understanding that maybe wherever you've given your power away is a place that you need to go and retrieve that power. But this in general is being very vital and full of that own essence of your own soul stuff, that vital life force that makes you up as a person. This is using all of your faculties and being very sharp and determined. This is also being protected. So for some of you, you need to protect your sexual energy and find a balance there, especially if you have leakages or tend to give your power away, or feel like others maybe are drawn to you and take that power. So this can happen like very subconsciously. A lot of times people don't know they're doing this. And a lot of times also it can be glossed over in our society. So this is something that's very empowering for you to reclaim and however that's showing up for you. So this is also about nurturing yourself and taking care of yourself on a deep level and your home. So for many of you, this is a good time to just look at your protection, not only over your like fourfold body system, but over your belongings, your home, your car. Make sure you know where your keys are, things like that. The heart of the reading, you have the flamingo. So this is embracing that in between. Many of you are still in transition. Some of you are working on making the transition. And this is that time period where, as you're especially learning and growing and working on healing yourself, it's just good to remember that you're doing healing work, because not everything is going to appear as it is. And when you get to the other side of what you're working on, things will look very different. So many of you are just in that stage of preparation, getting prepared for this upcoming year, getting prepared for the responsibilities that you've taken on, and getting prepared for living your ultimate life. So taking time now to really relish in the transition that you're in, embrace the changes that you're going through, and this is also a good place to start making your goals and kind of just fleshing out what your desires are so that you can move forward passionately when things begin to shift forward for you. Divine Feminine, you have the electric eel. This is all about your ideas and your wisdom, all of your divine projects and inspirations. This is about working on yourself, working on your expression, and bringing these things to life. You have a lot of wisdom that could help others, and your creativity could be very inspiring to others. So this is kind of where you get to put your own spin on this next chapter that's coming up for you. This is where you are using your intuition and bringing these inspirations to life.